have been created to honor those who have excelled in arms and chivalry, in arts and letters, in service to the realm, and in rapier and courtly demeanor. A companion of each of these four orders is one whose skills are freely manifested and willingly taught. Those efforts on behalf of others are unstinted, and above all, who is an example of courtesy and grace. The Order of Chivalry honors martial achievements in armor. The members of the Order are the Swords of the King. The Order of Defense honors those wielding the deadly rapier and who bear themselves with noble comportment. A companion of the Order of the Laurel is recognized for excellence in the arts and sciences, but also has knowledge of martial sciences and the wellhead of chivalry from which they flow, and has given of time and works to the benefit of the common weal. In the 6th year of the society, there was called into being a third great order of peerage, the Right Noble Order of the Pelican, to salute those who distinguish themselves by their sustained and exemplary service to the society. It is the privilege of the Crown to elevate into companionship in these orders such persons as it sees fit. The Crown now calls before them the companions of the ancient and honorable Order of the Laurel here present. And in like manner, the Crown now calls into its presence the companions of the Right Noble Order of the Pelican here present. The Crown now calls Guea, Guea, and Carolman to come before this court and company.
Your Royal Majesties, Your Excellencies, and great populace of the Outlands here gathered. I, Baron Esteban de Sepulveda, come before you this day with great pride, honored to herald into your presence two of the most beloved gentles of the Shire of Rio de los Animas and the Barony of Fontaine d'Ansave, the Honorable Lord Carolman and the Honorable Lady Guea, husband and wife, partners in the society, this life, and all things. Their journey began years ago, hand in hand, as they set upon a path that never did they dream would lead here to your court. In this journey, they've traveled throughout the kingdom and beyond, sharing their love and knowledge of the arts and their passions for service, and cherished above all else their friendship and love. Honing individually and as partners, their own skills along the way, shown in their works and recognized throughout the Outlands and the society as a whole. Together they are flowers of the Outlands, companions of the Order of the Argent Heart, and companions of the trefoils of the Outlands. Who here has not seen His Lordship Carloman's works of bone and leather upon the arts and science competition tables, or gazed upon his wondrous traveling gypsy wagon constructed by his own hands? He's also a warrior, recognized as a companion of the Golden Phaon with his devastating accuracy with a bow, always shooting for the glory of the Outlands, but never distant from his beautiful wife, possibly more deadly on the range than he. Her Ladyship Guea, her name has been heralded throughout the known world as a crafter of countless scrolls. Her unending service as a scribe ensures that every honor received in this Outlands is accompanied by a work of art. She has served on several royal retinues and baronial, having been recognized as a bearer of the Queen's Cipher of Catherine III, as well as my own Baron's Thistle. She is a keeper of the waters for her service to the Barony of Fontaine d'Ansave. She's a companion of the Palma aurea and is a daffodil, a companion of the Russian thistle of Alberon. She is the epitome of beautiful service. All they do with the love and service to the outlands. Both hold offices in the Shire of Rio de los Animas. Both are heralds of this kingdom and field marshals for all the martial combats. Your Majesties, I present to you the Honorable Lord Carolman Locke, bearing the arms vert, impale, a crescent, pendant, and an increscent, a bordure of ore, escorting his lady, the Honorable Lady Guea Guy, bearing arms azure, impale, a crescent, pendant, and an indecrescent argent. They are seamlessly intertwined with service.
Your Ladyship, have you undertaken to accept admittance to the right noble order of the Pelican that was offered to you at Alberta Midwinter?
I have. Your Lordship, have you undertaken to accept admittance to the ancient and honorable Order of the Laurel that was offered to you at Alberta Midwinter?
I have.
This greatly pleases us. Sir Einar, Mistress Bennett, Mistress Anna, Master Gavanen, Earl Tam, as peers, will you now affirm that Carloman Locke has grown in chivalrous grace and gentle virtue, the true hallmarks of a faithful peer?
Your Majesty, I'm proud to call this man my friend. Everything he touches turns. Every time I talk to him, I leave just amazed at what he's done, what he knows. Everything he does, it's in service to this kingdom. And everything that I know in my heart, I believe that he is supportive of the martial side very well.
Your Majesty, know that Carloman has been graced with widespread renown. Numerous of your subjects bear witness to his arts and their high qualities. Not only his bone carving, but his leather work, and now his foray into scribal arts. Anyone who has seen the sheep wagon knows the applications of all of these arts. Not only does he continue to perfect his art, but he teaches. He is a joyful and generous teacher. Therefore, we wholeheartedly welcome him. Thank you.
Your Majesties, I, Anna McTaggart, stand before you to speak as a member of the Order of the Pelican. I would speak on the service of Carloman Locke, who kneels before you. From the day I met Carloman, he has shown himself to be a kind and honorable man. He has conducted himself with humility and with great courtesy. He is always among the first to ask to lend a hand, especially when a lady has full arms. Happily, he helps with setup, cleanup, tear down, whatever he can do whenever he is able. He has held multiple offices within the Shire of Rio de los Animas, sometimes more than one at a time. He has taught many classes throughout your lands, sharing his crafts and his knowledge. Carloman truly has served the outlands and your populace well, and with great joy. As such, I warmly confirm that he is a worthy addition to the peers of your realm, and would bring great honor as a member of the Order of the Laurel.
Your Majesties, I would speak this day on behalf of the Order of Defense. I have known this man many years, and in that time I have found him to be of exemplary quality. He is a man of many peer-like qualities. I believe any order would be elevated by his presence. He serves the people of this kingdom equally, regardless of what group they are, and this law is for all. I think he will be an excellent addition.
Sire, as a royal peer, it pleases me greatly to speak for Carloman this day. I've known Carloman some good long time. while back that sticks with me. We were at a Ren fair in Mancus probably 10 years ago, and I was not at that time active in the SCA. And I had come out, and I had not really known Carolman and Guea well. And I brought my children so that they could experience the joy that is the SCA and that is the medieval society. And without knowing myself well or my children at all, he came, he introduced my children, he loaned them whatever they needed. They needed a bow to shoot with, he loaned them a bow. He made my son a bow and arrowhead so that he could adorn his quiver. Not having ever met my son ever, his generosity to people of your populace during my time as King of the Outlands was without equal. His generosity to me, his support of this kingdom is beyond measure. And I wholeheartedly endorse his admittance into that security.
Just briefly, thank you for your counsel. Let the medallions be brought forward.
Your Majesties, these medallions were handcrafted in leather by the newest members of the Shire of Rio de las Animas Perdidas by Ilaria Joye and Ronan Fang McConnell.
Let this medallion pass from hand to hand among the members of the Order of the Laurel, symbolizing the bond you shall have with each of them. And let this medallion pass from hand to hand among the members of the Order of the Pelican, symbolizing the bond you shall have with each of them. Sir Madigan, Mistress Bennett, Mistress Amania, Master Agus, Countess Catherine, as members of the peerage, do you now affirm her ladyships? Can you now affirm that her ladyship has grown in gentle virtue and chivalrous grace, the hallmarks of a true and faithful peer?
Your Majesty, thank you for allowing me the honor of speaking in your court. I would like to be able to look at you while I speak of you. Your ladyship. Largesse, prowess, honor, hospitality, courage, mercy, justice, faith, humility. We think of these things among the members of the Order of the Chivalry as we strive to be the best that we can be. Knowing in these endeavors that we all have shortcomings, and knowing in these endeavors that we have strengths. Guea, I am minded today to see that your prowess is not only your extensive body of work that others surely will speak of, but I'd like to speak to your warrior-like character. I believe that you speak truth. I believe that you would speak the truth to anyone who asked it of you. I believe that that is true courage. I believe that our kingdom is made better by these things. I wholeheartedly welcome you as a peer of the Outlands, and I'm very pleased on behalf of my order.
Your Majesties, it is my honor to represent the Order of the Laurel on behalf of this lovely woman. We spoke the evening that you made this offer to her, and she asked me to do this. And every intervening moment I have spent trying to put to words how joyfully and how wonderfully her arts serve your kingdom. And I still find myself at a loss. She is absolutely incredible. I was in the class where she first began her journey as a scribe in your kingdom. And she has not slowed down since that day. When I was kingdom scribe, every few weeks I would come home to a huge packet of scrolls waiting for me. And it was always such a joy to see how much she was growing and how much this prolific woman was helping your kingdom. In addition to her scribal works, she has entered your Queen's Prize, beautiful works. The work in the sheep wagon that you've already heard about this evening. She is an absolute joy, and everything she does serves your kingdom. And the Order of the Laurel gladly welcomes our new sister.
Your Majesties, I have known your gentle servant Guea for many, many years. key to these things as well. And bestowed much trust in her as they entrusted her to be the largesse to showcase the glory and beauty of your kingdom. She is a kind and joyful woman, and we do very much welcome her.
Your Majesties, I'm honored this day to speak for the Order of Defense. Like many here, I've known her ladyship for many years now, and I'm so excited to speak for her this day. Although I speak for the Order of Defense, I would be remiss if I didn't mention that in the 3 times that I've served as U.S. Herald, the vast majority of those scrolls came from Guea. I'd also be remiss if I failed to mention that whenever I was the Herald of Fontaine, the Black Mountain first month, that when she ran out of names and devices to submit in Rio, that she came down into Fontaine and offered her assistance there, helping me out, where I was greatly overwhelmed at the time. This was most helpful. But what many here do not know is that she is a authorized rapier marshal, and she became so because we were holding an event called Sordid Affair in our fair barony, and she became a marshal not because she thought it'd be great to watch the fighters up close, or she didn't do it because she wanted to get an accolade. She did it because she was so concerned about our fighters in our local group and in Rio not being able to fight. We need more people like that in the SCA, and we certainly need more groups like that in the SCA.
Your Majesties, as you know, one of the great joys of being on the throne of the Outlands is being able to bestow upon our people and the people of other lands wonderful generosity that is the Outlands. When we were on the thrones, this was taken care of by Lady Guea. I asked her to step up as our largesse coordinator. I was advised that she probably wasn't tough enough for the position, to solicit all of the arts and sciences that we would need, and that she just might not be up to the challenge. I disagreed, and she accepted this position, and every month she and Carolman would arrive on our doorstep with an entire month to 6 weeks worth of largesse baskets, and a packet of scrolls, blank AOAs and trefoils and anything we might like to give out. So she became indispensable to us, and for this, it is her service to the Outlands, being able to stand up and demand that other people be as generous as they possibly can. And yet, when I looked through the baskets, I realized that still about half the things in there she had contributed herself. And to me, that is the mark of a pelican. You get as much as you can from your people, and then you give the rest of yourself, of your own blood. I highly recommend her to this board.
Gentle peers, we thank you for your wise counsel.
Bring forth my sword. Guea Filiaki, and Carolman Mat. You have been deemed worthy of this high estate by your peers, and have indicated your willingness to accept these accolades from our hands. Will you now swear by all that you hold sacred, true, and holy, to honor and defend the crown and kingdom of the Outlands?
I will.
To continue to persevere in your pursuit of excellence, thereby bringing honor to yourselves, your orders, and the Outlands.
Guea, will you pursue the knowledge of service and give aid to others in their endeavors as well? Carolman, will you continue in your pursuit of excellence in the arts and sciences, therefore bringing honor to yourself, your order, and to the kingdom of the Outlands?
I will means of knowledge.
Will you swear to honor and defend your peers of the chivalry, of the laurel, the pelican, and of the defense.
Will you conduct yourself in all matters as befits a peer, continuing to practice the virtues of chivalry, nobility, and personal integrity?
I will.
Then know now that we, Bela and Anna, by right of arms and grace and favor, King and Queen of the Outlands, do proclaim you, Carloman Macht, the master of the member of the ancient and honorable Order of the Laurel. And we, Bela and Anna, King and Queen of the Outlands, do proclaim you, Guea Filia Guea, a mistress of the right noble Order of the Pelican.
Huzzah!
Let the medallions be brought forward. Take from our hands this medallion, which bears the symbol of your order.
Take from our hands this medallion, which bears the symbol of your order, a pelican in its piety. For this noble creature was known in ancient times to feed its young from the blood of its own breast, if need be. May you wear these medallions well and proudly, and always be remembered of the orders that you belong to. Arise, Mistress Guea and Master Carolman. Let the scrolls be read.
We, Bela and Anna, sovereign king and queen of the Outlands, have words. Our subject, Guea Filia Guea, has shown through her long and steadfast service to our realm the quality of effort, which is the mark of a peer. Therefore, we do admit her to the right noble Order of the Pelican. We hereby affirm Mistress Guea's sole and exclusive right to bear the arms by these letters patent, to wit, azure, impale, a crescent pendant, and an increscent argent, done by our hands the 16th day of January, Anno Societatis 50, being 2016 Gregorian. Bela King, Anna Queen. I swear and affirm this document bears true arms. White Stag, Principal Herald. It is the work of Bianca della Vittoria. We, Bela and Anna, sovereign king and queen of the Outlands, have heard good report of our subject, Carolman Macht, whose excellence in the arts and sciences has shone forth to the enrichment of the common weal. Therefore, we do admit him to the ancient and honorable Order of the Laurel. We hereby affirm Master Carolman's sole and exclusive right to bear the arms by these letters patent, to wit, vert and pale, a crescent, pendant, and an increscent, a bordure or, done by our hands this 16th day of January, Anno Societatis 50, being 2016 Gregorian. Bela, King, Anna, Queen. I swear and affirm that this document bears true arms, White Stag, Principal Herald. Also the work of Bianca di Vittoria. Three cheers for Mistress Guea and Master Carolman. Hip hip!
Huzzah!
Hip hip!
Huzzah!
Hip hip!
Huzzah!